Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the best crafting recipes for kitchen and forge, assuming that you are at the divine shard level 5 and you have the upgrades, the process upgrades. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and show you the different lineups. So for the kitchen, basically it is all going to center around heat control and slow cook. But this is going to be the optimal combination if you have 5 different cards in your deck, which is going to be 2 slow cooks and then 3 heat controls. If you, however, have the grapevine vinegar, then you will have 2 slow cooks and 4 heat controls. This is the best combination for this one. And then finally, if you have, for example, salted raisin, you're just gonna have 1 slow cook and the 3 heat controls. And this was like basically tested on a simulator that if you have the process upgrades for this divine shard level 5, which you will eventually, and also you can use your guildmates who have an upgraded, for example, kitchen or forge, in order to get your basically process upgrade completion quests done so that you will have it for yourself. But basically these are going to be the top combinations for the kitchen. When we look at the forge, the top ones that we're going to run are going to center around definitely Forge Expert. This is the best card for the deck. And then also Forge, especially when you get the process upgrade, it is going to give random color +5, which is really strong. And then finally 1 charge card. Now charge is a very strong card for the forge, because if you read it, the next artisan card, which will be applying to both forge and forge expert, which means that, for example, if you draw the charge before a forge card, rather than doing random color +5, it will apply to both colors +5, and that is like really crucial for increasing your total score, because it's going to be those 2 numbers multiplied together. So it's really nice to guarantee that you are definitely going to get both colors boosted up in number, and it's really strong, especially if it can proc onto like an additional forge expert proc. So overall charge is really good, but you don't need more than 1. 1 is more than sufficient. Obviously, the weakness of charge is if it is pulled late in your lineup, then you're not going to get any value if it's the final card you pull. However, if you pull it before any other card, you're going to get some value, but that's why only 1 is recommended. Having more than 1 is kind of overkill. So that is going to be that basically for the copper stew pot. For the card box, it is just going to be just flat out 3 forge expert, 1 forge, just for the raw power. No need to have the charge in that one. And then finally for the wooden arrow is the same, and fine carver, they're all the same. There's basically no 6 slot deck for the forge, and basically all the 4 card decks, 5 card decks, 6 card decks, they're going to follow the same strategy for kitchen and forge. Now for some practical, like to actually show you it in action, we have some orders that we have to complete, and we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So we have the copper stew pot. This is going to be the lineup, and you're going to see that overall this is going to be a very good deck. Especially after you get the process upgrades, very consistently getting high stars, if not, and even here, look, charge was the final card to be drawn, which is the weakest, like basically worse luck, because it doesn't get its effect procced on anything. But the charge card overall is going to be very helpful for doing that, like right there, charge hitting on the forge expert with the double proc, getting a lot of value. And that is basically why this deck is going to be the best lineup for the 5 card options, having 1 charge in it. And look at that, see, like even basically we got hardly any cards, but then the charge onto the forge expert final is going to get just massive value. Like that, we were not even getting near to 1 star, and then we immediately got to 4 stars thanks to that. So that just really shows you how strong basically that version is. But like we said, if you are running a 4 card deck, you are not going to run the charge. The charge is only for 5 card deck or above, but right now the maximum for forge is a 5 card. And for the kitchen, like we said here, we have spice bread that we have to do. So you're going to have either 1 or 2 slow cooks. It depends how many cards you have. If you have 5 card or 6 card deck, 2 slow cooks is going to be better. And with the heat controls, and basically what you want to happen is you want your slow cooks to come earlier, and then because then they can proc with the additional heat controls that you trigger. Yeah, there's also just overall RNG in decks like this, because it depends on the number of heat control procs and the slow cook procs. So slow cook is going to be the first card. That's exactly what you want. You want the slow cook to be the first card, and then every one of your heat control gets massive value, and then look at that, you just get an insane amount of points. One thing that is worth considering, like look, that's crazy. One thing that is worth considering No, you kind of want to have 2 slow cooks in the deck because you just want to hit one of them early. You just want to get your best chance of drawing one of your slow cook as a first card. It gives you a massive advantage. If you have 4 heat controls, 1 slow cook, you could easily draw it very later on. And that's kind of the weakness. Here we're going to be guaranteed, okay, probably even a 3-star because we got a lot of procs on the slow cooks and they were both right together, and you're going to see. So yeah, we have redeemed ourselves basically with this deck. It is going to be RNG, but overall you're definitely likely to be hitting 1-star above if you have the process upgrades and if you're running this deck, and you can get some amazing hits. As you see over here, we have one final one to do. So that is the thing. Now, if you guys are at a different level of progression, like let's say you're Divine Shard level 4, or like I said, if you're not Divine Shard level 5 with your process upgrades complete yet, then these may not be the best for you. However, that being said, this is still the best deck for Grape Vinegar. Yeah, even to hit it, even to unlock it, and this is what I was running. So even for the other decks, very likely these are going to be the optimal decks even before you get them upgraded. But of course, after you get them upgraded, you're just going to have a much higher chance of hitting the higher star rarity on all the different things. And Forge is going to be pretty similar. Basically, Forge Expert is just a really good card, and then Forge is the second best card for just raw damage. So again, you get this overall complete, get a lot of star rewards, and basically that's all I wanted to show in this video. Basically the optimal crafting recipes for Divine Shard level 5 with the maximum process upgrades. And if you're struggling with these process upgrades, what you can do is, like I showed in the video before this when we said we need to talk about Homestead, basically in that video I said that you can go to your guildmates by the friend button over here and use their upgraded kitchens and forages, and if they have the upgraded cards of their own, you will just be able to use them freely, and it will count towards your process upgrade, basically the number of crafts you need of that rarity. So it will make your life a lot easier, and then you just want to run these recipes that I've shown you. I'll maybe make updated videos when we make it to Divine Shard level 6, because that will be next up, and that's kind of the difficult thing. There isn't, like, you know, a definitive guide for everyone, but I'm trying to make it a guide which will apply to the most people. And I think right now, if you've been playing daily, you're probably Divine Shard level 5, or you can hit it today, and then you can run it before the process upgrades, but even better after you get the process upgrades. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you have any other tips, you can feel free to share them in the comment section down below. And again, I just want to say, overall, I do enjoy the Homestead game mode. Like, I made the video about we need to talk about it, and I just wanted to basically talk about some of the issues I have, like, for example, the time pressure and some, you know, sort of min-maxing kind of fear of missing out, basically, that people are experiencing, even myself to an extent. But overall, I am a fan of the game mode. I do think it's a big win by the developers. It's just free rewards for us. It is fun building your island, having your heroes wander around. I definitely think it's a great and very much needed addition to AFK Journey, especially in towards right now. It's very needed, because you're gonna notice people are already hitting 900 infinity stage, and it's only been like 10 days, and we have 46 days more of the phase and season, and there's hardly going to be any content. Like, AFK stages are done, legend trials are done. Now what? We just level up to maximum, do a primal lord, and then basically, so that's why it's really good we have Homestead, so like another thing that we can actually keep occupied with and keep progressing. So overall, I do think that also the timing is really good with this mode. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.